Hello students, my name is Professor Eric Gilliatt, and I want to welcome all of you to today's Academic Start module. This is the first of a series of online presentations which are designed to equip and prepare you for your study in the English language university of your choice. Knowledge is power, and the information you're going to obtain is intended to empower you to be the most successful that you can be in your studies. Plus, along the way, the tips and advice you will be given will show you ways to better perform in your studies and to be prepared for examinations, to do writing and essay assignments, and presentation projects, all of which will be required. Education in the West can be vastly different, often opposite of what you have already experienced or you may have been told you will experience at a Ukrainian university. So in this first lesson, we're going to look at those many differences between the Western academic system versus the Ukrainian ones, the ones which you are more familiar with. Knowing and understanding these differences, the Western academic expectations, the cultural norms, and the thinking will assist you in your being able to better function within a new and foreign environment. So let's look at what are the system differences, the academic system differences. The teaching methods. One of the most notable and largest differences between the Ukrainian educational systems methods and the Western systems methods is the teaching mentality or the philosophy of learning. Now, generally, Ukrainian students are expected to gain the majority of their education through books and then memorization of the information, thus, in turn, give evidence of that knowledge acquired through the memorization process for their examinations. Professors have a set schedule of exams for students, and lectures are determined by their exam schedule. This results in the teachers having to rush through textbooks in order to meet the required monthly exams. Students study relentlessly to fall into a system which appears to be designed to produce zero mistakes or perfect students, all of which is based on your test scores. Along with the relentless studies required, classes are predominantly teacher-centered. Professors are the only authority, and they should not generally be questioned. Questions are asked in class sessions. They're rhetorical, and they're only there for the professor to use as a means of explanation of the subject matter. Students, therefore, are not encouraged to be active in classroom sessions. Now, in the Western educational systems, European and North American, students are the center of the system. Professors are looked upon as educational guides who are very dedicated to their students' learning, and they will do whatever is required to help each student to succeed, and thus earn the highest possible marks. Teaching is both interactive and Socratic in nature, whereby participation is openly expected and it's welcomed among group discussions, which are the most common in every subject. Mistakes are considered normal, and they're expected. They are considered to be an important part of the learning process, because through mistakes, studies go forward. Moreover, students can learn from each other and absorb their knowledge from the subject. Students may even disagree with something which is presented, but if they do, they're going to be required to explain their point of view. Why? That's because all the other students then will gain understanding of that perspective. Then there is the additional difference in approach to the students with special talents and creativity, which are highly regarded, and those are offered full opportunities to develop their talents and skills, developing them into rewarding careers as artists, designers, writers, actors, filmmakers, and craftspeople. Students therefore learn by understanding of the subject matter, not memorization. They are facilitated in that understanding through the classroom and all the experiences and interactions there. Their studies and their homework are centered on a deep understanding of the material. Students are graded according to their performance. In this way, a student who puts forth a lot of effort in their studies can expect to receive satisfactory results and maintain motivation to keep working hard. Those who do not quickly learn, though, that this is not the path to a good outcome and good marks. Now, examinations and other means of evaluation are very important. These are the means by which a professor understands how much of the required material and understanding you have reached. And that's important for every student. If a student is not at the needed level of understanding, then the professor may help them to receive it and offer additional assignments, mentoring, tutoring, or subject supplementary aids. There are a variety of methods which professors use to evaluate their students, not only formal examinations and quizzes and essays. There are also presentations, which are both personal and in groups, and other types of projects according to the professor's preference, and of course the subject which is being taught. Most often, written formal examinations count for only half of a student's final mark. The remainder is comprised of class participation, various projects, plus your homework assignments, which will be submitted within a certain given time frame. Now let's talk about actions and outcomes in your academic progress. In the Western systems, there is a relaxed approach to education. You're not considered stupid if you have problems with an exam. You're simply seen as not yet fully understanding the material required for a passing level mark. Every possible effort is then made to give you the needed knowledge. Your academic progress is always of the highest level of importance. Academic progress is the progress you are making along the line to the completion of your requirements for achieving a desired degree. Every class you take and the marks you make are kept by the university's registrar of students. Now, the registrar is responsible for you making sure that you keep your required GPA, the grade point average, for the class that you're studying, as well as your overall standing at the university. All faculty and staff members are aware of your academic progress, and they all work together to make sure you're at the correct point in your studies to reach your goals. Now, we're going to talk more about your GPA, what its significance is as part of your education in a Western university, and how important it will remain with you long after you've even completed your university degree and you've begun your career.